Missouri in gold, UCLA in white. And it'll be Bruins ball off the tap going out of bounds. Just underway here. Game 2 from Boise. Tyus Edney with the ankle wrap. Keep an eye on his ankle and the overall condition of Derek Grimm of Missouri. George Zidek, the opening shot, and he hits. The senior 7-footer from Prague, Czech Republic, averages nearly 11 points a game.
All the ball players in Europe can hit from that distance.
Reverse underneath. Julian Winfield foul on his first foray to the basket, and George Zidek picks up his first personal.
One of his problems, Zidek, is that he's foul prone.
Julian Winfield, a 6'5" junior from St. Louis, Missouri, transferred over to Missouri when his father left the staff at St. Louis and moved to work under Norm Stewart. He joined him, followed him.
He was at that time, Tim, considering Kansas.
And we're tied at 2. Edney brings it up. Watched by Sutherland. Zidek under Sammy Haley hooks. He's 2 for 2. 4 points for Zidek.
Famous man-to-man defense by the Bruins. Giving Haley all he can eat from the outside.
Winfield in traffic. Does well to control it to Sutherland. Sutherland to Grimm. His short jumper off the mark, and air ball. Haley is fouled as he went up. Shelby Bailey got a hand on him.
Watch the move here with Edney. One of his big things is his passing. He hits the big guy underneath, and here comes hook.
Sammy Haley had 9 rebounds against Indiana in round number 1. The 7-foot junior from Myrtle Beach, California. You'll be seeing his twin brother Simeon. He comes in to replace Sammy. They occasionally play together, not too often.
Anybody with bad ankles, always remember, it is the vertical moves that hurt the ankle, not the penetrating moves, the side moves.
We'll be watching Edney closely throughout this one, a key performer running that offense for the Bruins. Sammy Haley makes it 4-3 UCLA. Norm Stewart showing some pressure down the floor early.
Edney a little bit too quick for Sutherland.
Bailey, watched by O'Lenny, kicks it back out for Edney. Toby Bailey, won't drop for him. Ed O'Bannon way up. Feeds his brother, he misses. And a scramble for it with Zidek and Haley both going to the floor.
That's the type of style game the Tigers want. Norm wants to put pressure back and forth. Winfield on O'Bannon. They don't want O'Bannon to get hot from the outside. He'll take out in three-point land. That's where they got a smaller man on him.
Missouri with the possession arrow got the ball off the jump, and Winfield for O'Lenny. Haley outside, can't find an open man. Close checking by the Bruins. Jason Sutherland, and he hits from 3. Jason Sutherland with a very bad elbow that has really hampered his play since the 18th of February. In fact, he was lifted early against Indiana by Norm Stewart and replaced by Kendrick Moore.
I'm surprised that Edney usually gets out and covers that 3 ball, so that ankle must be bothering him a little bit. He didn't move up on Sutherland that time. Winfield
picks up his first personal. And obviously watching his foul situation will be important today because he's the man on Ed O'Bannon. Bailey missed everything, rebounded by Sutherland. The corner to Winfield. Winfield drives for lane, and a nice play, Julian Winfield. 4 points, 8-4 Missouri. Ed O'Bannon turnaround hook, drop for him. Zedek trying to keep it alive. And it's Winfield, 2-on-1 with Olini. I don't think he saw him. He takes it himself and scores.
Very fortunate. He didn't see Olini on the other side. He ended up doing a 360.
Zedek lost it to Haley. Recovered by Bailey, and he's fouled. And it's Winfield. That's 2 on him early.
Watch this fast break in Missouri. Winfield held the ball too long. You should have hit right away over. There he does the 360. Should have hit Olini early.
I don't think he saw him, Al.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, he's got complete control of the ball.
He's got 2 personals on him. That's a potential problem for the Tigers. It's 10-4 Missouri. Bailey makes it 10-5.
I think right now Norm will have to swing him off O'Bannon.
Bailey, a 56% foul shooter, the weakest in the starting lineup. He makes them both.
There's the famous pressure up court. It's almost like token pressure up court from UCLA. They look for you to make the mistake.
The alley-oop from Winfield to Haley, even a 7-footer couldn't bring that down.
That's what they look for you to do, make the mistake. That was a la John Wooden's era. Put that 2-2-1 on you and come back slowly.
Jim Herrick and the Bruins happy to get through that first round over the outmanned, outgunned 16-seeded Florida International, 92-56 on Friday. Being reminded constantly about their first round loss to Tulsa last year.
Too many steps.
Ed O'Bannon called for the travel.
It really was the steps that time. Was dragging his foot each time he gave a head and shoulder fake.
There's Jim Herrick. What a job he's done in his 7 years at UCLA. Best record over that span in the history of UCLA basketball for those 7 years.
So far, the game plan has been working for Norm Stewart.
They needed Jason Sutherland going for the 3, and he's 2 for 2 from there.
Part of the game plan you could never figure out that they had to make a few from outside. And as you say, Timmy, he's already hit 2 for 3 out from 3-ball land.
And he's been suffering since that elbow injury back in February. That's a great bonus for Norm Stewart to have Sutherland start like that. Bailey missing from the corner.
Picked up his 3rd foul, Winfield, I think.
Foul on number 13.
Yes, he did, Winfield.
3rd personal.
So Norm Stewart has some trouble here now defensively, losing Winfield. It'll be Simeon Bailey coming in. We'll be right back.
Remember, potential #1 ball player in the country, the refs will always be watching him. I thought at the 2nd foul on Winfield, they should have alternated. We call that shotgunning. When a guy picks up his 2nd foul, they move him off the star.
That's Winfield on the bench with 3. Kendrick Moore is normally a guard. A 6'2 guard is in the lineup. In his place, Simeon Haley has come in for his brother Sammy. Edney hits for 3. 13-9. UCLA is now 3 of 8 from the field. They're a 51% shooting team. Starting off at 29 until that shot.
Early crunch time, very early crunch time. Senior came through with the 3.
Moore had the ball knocked loose, but it's going to be UCLA ball. Kendrick Moore, playing most of the time for Jason Sutherland against Indiana, had 15 points and 5 rebounds. He can jump despite his height, a freshman from Hartford, Connecticut.
Rhythm is favoring, obviously, the Tigers. UCLA hasn't gotten the fast break yet.
And O'Bannon.
That should have been good. Nope, he didn't call it good. He called stepped out of bounds. That time there, the ball went up, and the opponent grabbed the rim, which could have shaken the ball up high. Watch this here. Wasn't intentional, but it was done. There goes Ed. See him grab the rim is shaking. The ball's not to go in with the rim shaking like that.
Good catch, Al. That was Simeon Haley, had his hand on it. Simeon in for brother Sammy.
Got to get Olini into the offensive mood here.
This is Simeon Haley. Turn around over Zedek. Misses. Rim rebounds. He can't hold it. And finally, it's Ed O'Bannon coming away to Edney. They've got the numbers. Edney pulls up, and it's in and out for him. Bailey rebound. Stolen away by Kendrick Moore. Possession arrow is UCLA's. They call it a jump ball.
That was their first opportunity to transition their game. That's what they want.
Charles O'Bannon inbounds. Edney missing. Ball hangs up on top. And it'll be Missouri ball. 13-9, Tiger lead.
It's time for Paul Olenny, because if they're going to stay in this game, he has to have a big offensive game. Better than his average.
Paul Olenny with an average of 19.6 at 22 against Indiana in game 1. Sutherland got it back as Edney nearly stole it. Olenny from 3. He's got it. A 38% shooter from that range. 16-9, Missouri.
Still tough man-to-man. Game plan working for the Tigers, with the exception of 3 fouls on Winfield.
Judick in traffic inside, missed the hook shot. He started out 2 for 2. But a foul called on Simeon Haley. His first. Tigers have hit all 3 of their 3-point attempts so far.
UCLA has to kind of start talking to each other here. They're a little bit tight as this game moves on. As I told you, if it gets to halftime within a 6-point game, it favors the Tigers tremendously.
Kendrick Moore, the freshman who played so well against Indiana in the first round. He's number 3, off for Olenny. Grim, 103 temperature this morning when he woke up, but doing battle now as long as he can go. Jason Sutherland, he's hit 2 and nearly another, but that one's in and out. Rebounded by Ed O'Bannon. This is O'Bannon from 3. He hit.
They wouldn't have hit that big-time shot if Walker was on, because Walker's quick enough to move up. Grimm not feeling too well, and not with the quickness of Walker, who has 3 personal fouls picked up early on the pine.
Ed O'Bannon, a better than 40% shooter from out there, comes into the game averaging 20.3 for the season. There's Sutherland again. Olenny, pardon me. Paul Olenny. 18-12. Missouri by 6.
He wants to hook it. There's the hook. There's the deuce.
And the 7-footer throws a line drive hook shot into the basket. 18-14.
Second coming of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Not quite.
Might be a little early for that. Let's call him the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the Czech Republic. How's that? That'll work. Kendrick Moore, he can jump. Got his own rebound and made the shot. With the putback. Charles O'Bannon. Oh, that goes in.
That's a prayer. Big time prayer. Matter of fact, I think it was the whole mass.
It was accepted up above, evidently. 20-16, 4-point lead, Missouri.
First of all, he got away with a walk before he put it up.
Sutherland driving baseline. Missed it. Got his own air ball and kicks it back out. This is Grimm. Won't drop for him. Ed O'Bannon. This is Bailey. Toby Bailey, the freshman from Los Angeles Loyola. Averaging just under 10 a game. He's got 4.
Gets his balance real quickly.
Bruins to within 2. Haven't led yet. Except on the first basket. Kendrick Moore. Very confident freshman from Missouri, off to Sutherland, off the back iron. Edney rebounds. Edney, the alley-oop, hit the rim. Bailey follows that. Ball still loose, and Olenny keeping it alive. Good play by Paul Olenny.
Moore has the quickness to take Charles O'Bannon to the laundry, doing a 1-4 down low.
Impressive kid. He was a teammate of Marcus Camby from Massachusetts in high school in Hartford, Connecticut. Turnaround is good by Haley. Simeon Haley.
Oh, coach that time said no, 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 but a good shot. They don't want Haley shooting from there.
22-18.
It should take him.
It does.
Perfect body for a basketball player. Around 6'8", 6'9", svelte.
5 points for Ed O'Bannon. Senior from Lakewood, California. Simeon Haley outside. Kendrick Moore.
Well, Liddy's going to come around a couple of picks. Here he comes.
And Simeon Haley coughed it up. And O'Bannon to Edney. Edney is fouled by Derek Graham.
Made sure it was going to be a three-point play. There's nothing violent or vicious about that.
Simeon Haley, who averages just 4-6 a game, you're happy to get anything like that from him.
From 15 feet. Wow. Here's the next time down.
He's stripped.
He was still thinking about that 15-footer.
Edney at the line. The Haley twins, each 7 feet from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. In contrast, Tyus Edney at 5'10". But a load in his own way. He's got 3 points and misses that one. 49% from the field, 75% from the free throw line, 70 steals, 35% from three-point range, and 186 assists. Julian Winfield on the bench, not looking too happy here. 3 fouls on the top defender for the Tigers.
He has really a helpless feeling. You got 3 fouls. They can't put you back in this half. They got to keep you out.
2-point lead, Missouri. Near steal by Dollar. And they're going to call a foul on O'Linney.
O'Linney, you don't realize this kid Dollar doesn't get much ink. Few people know about him because of Edney, but I'm telling you, he has the quickest pair of hands. He's a Houdini. Watch him get it right here.
These teams are into the Sweet 16. Thursday night in Birmingham, it'll be Kentucky against Arizona State, number 2 Carolina against Georgetown. And I like Kentucky to go the distance here, Al. Carolina struggled a bit.
Well, they're going to have a hard job because of Iverson in the open court. They're a little bit quicker than North Carolina, Georgetown is. So that'll be a tough ball game.
All right, this is Henderson in for the first time. J.R. Henderson, the freshman forward.
J.R. didn't let a sweat come up. When you don't let a sweat come up, when you first get into a game, you come into the air too soon, and it was an obvious charge.
Had 16 points in the opener against Florida International, the 6'9" freshman from Bakersfield. Julian Winfield, the top defender from Missouri, on the bench with 3 fouls. Kendrick Moore to Sutherland. Sutherland with a bad elbow. Have to play some more. They need Moore in there for Winfield. Sammy Haley back in the lineup, number 44 for his brother Simeon. Sammy is the starter.
Linney is going to try to rub Dollar off one of those low picks.
Moore off the back iron. Rebounded by Combs, his first appearance in the game. Sammy Haley had it knocked loose. O'Linney follows and hits.
That was not an intentional pass. There
Man.
was 2 passes to get to him.
And he had no chance to set for that at all. What a shot by O'Linney. 25-20 Missouri lead. Zedek outside for Edney. Henderson, J.R. Henderson.
Plays with no facial expression. UCLA has their quick team out there now, those 2 outstanding guards, and Dollar and Edney. I look for more pressure, trying to turn it over or steal the outlet passes.
Norm Stewart has a freshman, Scott Combs, number 31, a 6'7" freshman from Paoli, Indiana, in the lineup. Again, the foul trouble to Winfield, having forced Stewart to play some guys that he wouldn't normally have in there. This is Ed O'Bannon. O'Bannon bank shot perfect.
Tough. That's why one of the game plans that broke down is Winfield picked up an early 3 fouls. I thought the staff might have made a mistake keeping him after the second one on Ed O'Bannon.
Down to a point now, Missouri by 1, 6:59 to go first half.
Don't forget, Missouri has to stay ahead or stay close because UCLA might tighten up with all the pressure on them in the second half.
Sutherland missed a three, rebounded by Ed O'Bannon. Cameron Dollar back for Ed O'Bannon. Good rebound by Henderson. He's tied up immediately by Sutherland. Jump ball, possession arrow is Missouri.
Here's what they want to do. This is traditional Bruin break. They want to do this more and more and more. This is what Missouri is trying to stop. But once they get moving, it can't stop.
All right, let's get another look back down at Austin. We'll have almost the same score as your Missouri-UCLA game. Right now, Lawrence Moten at the line for Syracuse.
Yeah, he's not scored from the field yet. Arkansas in the midst of a 10-3 run.
So now we have 25-24 at both sites. Arkansas 1-point lead. The winner of this game will play Memphis in the Sweet 16 round. Here come the Orange with a chance for the lead. And there's Moten, first bucket from the floor, right on cue from you. So, Arkansas, defending national champions, are down one. Let's get you back to Boise. We'll have an update at halftime.
Thanks, Jim. Well, UCLA started off 2 of 7 from the field. They're up to 48% now, 10 of 21, trailing by just a point, 6:14 to go. Missouri with Chip Walther, a sophomore from St. Louis, in at guard in the backcourt now with Moore. Moore, a swingman, can play forward and guard. He's more naturally disposed to be at the guard position.
Chip is in there strictly to allow Sutherland to have a break, a rest.
This is Paul Olenny. Olenny driving baseline. The senior from Pensacola, Florida. He gets 20 a game, and he's got 10. 27-24.
It's Ed O'Bannon time.
Bailey in the corner. Inside for Henderson. Henderson had it knocked loose. Controls it to Bailey, and Bailey hits for 3. UCLA ties it at 27.
Slight pressure, 2-2-1, slight.
7 points for Bailey, and there's a steal by Charles O'Bannon, but he fouled Walther.
Ooh, that was a big call, because if they take that and end up scoring on that, Tim, they pressure up court and force Norm Stewart to call a timeout. Just about had it, and it was an easy roll into the basket. Outstanding drive here by Paul Olenny. Gets a guy up in the air with a head and shoulder fake, uses that powerful body, finalizes.
Second personal on Charles O'Bannon. This is Olenny outside, watched by Cameron Dollar. And Grimm with a lot of room hits the 3. Derek Grimm woke up with the flu and hits from 3-point range and has not been out of the game.
I think his body temperature is going down from 103.
30-27. They had him on IVs this morning to try and get him ready for the game. They were going to try him in the warm-up. Got a display by him. This is Tyus Edney playing with a sore ankle, hits for 3.
Tim, there were about 4 moves by each different ball player on UCLA, and you could tell each one they had that great athletic ability. Don't shoot yet. That's the 6th foul. Every foul from now on is a 1-on-1 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. You just see the picture of Winfield. He picked up 3 fouls early in the game and will sit on the bench in the second half.
Henderson picks up his second personal for UCLA. Missouri's never beaten the Bruins. They're 0-4 lifetime against the Bruins of UCLA. Last time they met was in 1976, and UCLA came out on top in that one.
1976, IU won the national championship, coached by Bobby Knight.
Knight losing to Norm Stewart here yesterday, each of them with 659 wins going into that game, and now Stewart is the leader in the win department.
Boy, they're like quarter horses, the Bruins. They're like quarter horses. They want to get going. They want to get going. They want to get going. You could catch that. And Missouri's hanging in there. They know they got to stay within 6 by halftime. If they go down any deeper, it could be taps.
Here's what's happened since Winfield went out with that third foul with 15:42 to go. 17 points for Missouri, 24 for UCLA. His defensive presence definitely missed, but they're tied at 30 with 3:53 to go. It's on to the Meadowlands for these 4 teams. Wake Forest will face Oklahoma State. Tulsa against Massachusetts. Who do you like there?
The second game, I like the Minutemen, and they're doing it without their three-point shooter, Michael Williams, I think his name is.
3:53 to go, and they're tied at 30 here at Boise. Tyus Edney and Cameron Dollar working the backcourt together. Bailey, Henderson, and Ed O'Bannon, the lineup for the Bruins.
Score here is big for their heads, and there's the score. Give it to Superman.
O'Bannon now with 9.
Must not turn the ball over against their pressure here.
First lead for the Bruins since the first basket of the game.
I stepped on you, Tim. I'm sorry. You better call timeout and more do.
That is O'Lenny still down for the Tigers. 3:25 to go. We'll be right back in Boise.
Just before the break, the last move, watch the ankles here. He's giving such strong fakes that he hurt his own ankle on it. There it is, there. His ankle just went down. That's what you call maximum effort. On every move, he's back in the ball game.
Lenny double teamed there, but breaks out and gets it down quickly to Sutherland, who's back in the lineup. Sutherland and Moore. Jason Sutherland. Pair of three-pointers already. Sammy Haley, O'Lenny, Grimm, and Kendrick Moore. The lineup for the Tigers. They trail by 2.
O'Lenny needs half a step because he's so strong.
And O'Lenny dribbled it right into Cameron Dollar, but it went off Dollar out of bounds.
Dollar has quicker hands than Edney, and that you can't say often.
The sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia.
There's only 7 seconds on the shot clock.
UCLA has brought their field goal percentage back up to 52%. And O'Lenny hits for 3. NBA range.
That was the range from the locker room.
You
the water
bet.
fountain.
33 to 32. Missouri on top. J.R. Henderson underneath. Sammy Haley rejects. O'Lenny with it. He's streaking. O'Lenny shoots those at 38%. He's got 16 points here in the first half.
Henderson has to get his head into the ball game here.
Ed O'Bannon, the senior, picks it up. Cameron Dollar back for O'Bannon.
Still man-to-man, physical man-to-man by the Tigers.
Dollar using the screen, won't go for him. Henderson rebounding for Bailey, nearly lost it to Sutherland.
That was a walk on the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
1:51 to go, a 4-point lead for Missouri.
Might up the clock a little bit down this time.
Zeta comes back in for the Bruins. Bailey goes out.
The Bruins
Charles O'Bannon in as well.
Bruins are going to try to turn them over. Got to get the ball back 2 more. That's it. It's in the right hands now. Do your thing, Moore.
Bruins pressing, and then he picks up the foul. His first. Missouri in the one-on-one, leading 36 to 32. The foul on Tyus Edney. And Missouri will go to the line. 1:46 remains first half. UCLA scored the first basket, has led only once since then, and Missouri now up by 4. despite having Julian Winfield in early foul trouble with 3 fouls. The designated defender against Ed O'Bannon has not been in for the last 12 minutes.
What we've seen here the first half is that UCLA has not been able to turn over the Tigers, and the game hasn't got into a transition game. Obviously, that favors Mizzou.
Moore hits them both. Paul Oleni has hit 4 of 4 from 3-point range. Zedek's pass off the mark, but off the hands of Paul Oleni, who's had a brilliant first half for Missouri. Charles O'Bannon will inbound it with 1:37 on the clock first half. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire at the Boise State Pavilion on the campus of Boise State University.
The Bruins got to get their eyes more into the game. They got to be more spark, got to be more sweat, or otherwise get the ball to Ed O'Bannon, one or the other. Here comes your hook.
Zedek had it knocked away. This is Kendrick Moore. Won't roll for him. Rebounded by Charles O'Bannon.
Good call by the official, Tim. That was complete acting by Sutherland.
Jason Sutherland didn't act well enough.
Jason Sutherland, first personal, team foul 7 on the Tigers.
UCLA started off cold, but have lifted their shooting percentage to 50%. Missouri has been very steady, shooting at 54. In the rebound department, the Tigers with the edge.
Missouri could not have played a better first half. The one exception, Winfield picked up a 3rd foul early.
Edney makes the first in the one-on-one. 38-33. There's Jim Herrick. Got by Florida International, the 16 seed without any problems in round 1. 92-56, while Missouri, the number 8 seed, was knocking off number 9 Indiana.
Both teams are in a one-on-one. Get it back to Moore.
Eric Grimm, he's got Haley wide open. Sammy Haley. UCLA asleep at the switch on that one.
Yeah, with no verbal communication. 2 guys run up to Haley.
And they cough it up here, and a bad pass to Dollar. The Bruins a little rattled here.
Watch the big man running the floor here. Gets down into the corner. 2 men come out. Haley's underneath by himself.
6-point lead in the ball in the final minute of the first half for the Tigers of Missouri.
It's the first time he's been alone since he's been a twin when he was born.
That's right. His brother Simeon has been in the game in relief of Sammy. And that is Kendrick Moore. Moore had 15 against Indiana. He's got 6 here in the first half.
Bruins, you need a score right now. Take your time and get a score.
George Zedek, the hook won't drop. Ed O'Bannon way up there. And Oleni brought it down and bounced it off O'Bannon.
Hey, Big George, you should have kicked the ball once back out to Ed O'Bannon. He keeps putting it into you. You got to give it back. That's what teamwork's all about. It's not a one-way street.
Another big play by Paul Oleni.
They'll take it down and out. If they don't, Norm Stewart will shoot whoever takes the shot before 4 or 5 seconds.
Kendrick Moore, a very poised freshman, a 6'2" guard from Hartford, Connecticut. Norm Stewart's got himself a dandy in that young man. Oleni has it poked away, gets it back, hits the back rim. O'Bannon rebounds, and we're out of time in the first half.
It'll be a little bit tight in the locker room at UCLA. Right now, they got to make up their minds.
The number 8 Missouri Tigers leading number 1 UCLA. CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship continues after this message and a word from your local station. Tim Ryan with Al McGuire here in Boise. 42-34, the highest halftime deficit that UCLA has faced all season long, and it's been due mainly to the shooting of Paul Oleni. Outstanding defense, of course, by Missouri, but 6 of 7 from the field by Oleni and 4 of 4 from 3-point range.
One of the reasons he's so effective offensively, he has not been forced to bring the ball up court. So he goes down court, gets on the baseline, and is using the 10,000 screens they give him. And here's a shot clock, a shot charter where he made the shots from, Tim.
Now let's go to Michelle Tafoya, talk to Coach Herrick at halftime.
Well, Coach Eric told me that his team is playing the worst defense he's seen all season long. And like you mentioned, he's mostly concerned about the outside shooting threat of Missouri. They've got to stop that. Tim?
Thanks, Michelle. Of course, they lost Julian Winfield to 3 fouls. They missed most of the first half, getting those early, covering Ed O'Bannon. What do you think happens here in the second half?
Well, they'll start Winfield back in, and they'll put him on Ed O'Bannon and let the game flow. One of the reasons of getting these 3-point shots is because Edney's ankle is bad and cannot extend his defense out past the 3-ball area.
UCLA starts with the basketball. This is Edney. Edney, Bailey, Ed O'Bannon, Charles O'Bannon, and Zedek, the starting lineup for UCLA.
I'd move Ed O'Bannon down on the blocks. Oh, no, they got Grimm.
Grimm had the coverage. O'Bannon missed the shot. Winfield back the other way. Stolen by Ed O'Bannon to Edney. Edney reverse. 42-36, Missouri by 6. Edney pressuring by himself down court. Moore getting ready to come in already for Missouri. Winfield handling the ball for the Tigers.
Trying to get ball free of those many picks, blocks, screens, whatever you want to call it.
And Edney picks up the personal. Trying to stop Oleny's move to the basket. His second on Tyus Edney.
If Oleny sees any light and doesn't have to charge, Edney cannot guard him. He's just got too much strength, a little bit of height on him. He's just too strong of a body for Edney.
Norm Stewart gets Winfield out right away. Sends back in Kendrick Moore. Delaney in the corner, kicks it out for Moore. Kendrick Moore, the freshman from Hartford, had such a good game against Indiana. 15 points and 5 rebounds. He can jump, he can handle the ball. For 3. 5 for 5 from beyond the arc for Oleny. 18 points on the day.
Boy, does he know how to move off those picks and screens. He does it slowly, not quick, and that's the trick to it.
Saw an outstanding performance earlier from Mississippi State's Darrell Wilson. We're seeing the same kind of show from Paul Oleny in Missouri. And Zedek missed the hook shot. Foul call underneath. Sammy Haley's first of the day from Missouri, sending Zedek to the line.
With Winfield on the bench with 3 fouls, they're playing Grimm on Ed O'Bannon. UCLA has to start getting the ball more to Ed O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon has to take charge. But you can't take charge unless you get the ball.
Zedek, a 76% free throw shooter, makes the first. Winfield comes back in. Sutherland goes out. Two by Zedek, 44-38. Missouri on top. We're in the second half at Boise. Number 1 against number 8 in the West region.
See where they got McLinney down low. Now he starts around his picks. Here he comes. Now he goes back down low again. Now they come around those picks again. They'll rub Edney off. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Change direction down low.
Moore works his way in meanwhile. Missed the shot. Battle for the rebound. Bruins have it. Edney. For Bailey. And Toby Bailey hangs in there. Despite the contact, he has 9 points.
Edney always makes good decisions on the UCLA's famous fast break.
Sammy Haley, watched by Zedek. Spin move, won't go, gets his own rebound, misses again.
Give Haley credit there, they double teamed him.
Followed by Moore on that shot for Missouri. Charles O'Bannon with a miss.
Charles thought he was fouled.
Oleny on the run. Now they slow it down. 6-point Missouri lead.
Gotta wait for Haley to get down low.
Derek Grimm missed badly. He's the player with the flu, remember. He's had a couple of bad misses. 103 temperature this morning. Oleny with a steal.
It was showing wear out there as Haley. Seems that he might need a blow.
6 turnovers now by the Bruins. Well, if he goes out, you'd think he's still in there.
That's right. They take out Slam and Slim comes in.
Winfield driving. Zedek stops him. Edney for the Bruins. Back outside. Ed O'Bannon. He's had the eye on that one.
There's the man.
As well by Grimm.
That's the guy who'll take you to the promised land. It all started with good defense by Zedek down low. Holds his ground. Winfield couldn't get up over him. Then back down court. And the Morton of basketball is a possible 4-point play. Morton means full consent of the will. Grievous offense. From the Blue Catechism, Sister Mary Applesauce.
There's Father Red.
Two Irish guys here. Take you to mass.
O'Bannon misses a free throw. He's got 12 points on the game, averages more than 20. Winfield kicks it back for Sutherland. Sutherland for three.
I think that's his third from the three-ball area.
9 points, all from three-point range. Edney outside for Bailey. Picked off by Grimm. Grimm wisely stops the dribble, goes to O'Lenny. O'Lenny tries three and hits.
I'm not going to say anything. You're talking about a 5-alarm fire. This is a 6-alarm fire. This is Tabasco sauce on top of Tabasco sauce.
5 of 5 from three-point range. Paul O'Lenny, 21 points on the day. It's high for the season, 25. We've got 16:01 to go. Ed O'Bannon of UCLA, many think he'll be player of the year. He's got 12 points, 7 rebounds. But the star of the game so far has been O'Lenny of Missouri, and they lead 52-43.
Ed O'Bannon will carry it if you get him the ball.
Henderson gathers in the pass and watched closely by Grimm. Back outside for Zedek, and the soft touch from the 7-footer. 10 points.
Very positive shot, all confidence.
52-45. Kendrick Moore for Sutherland. The pass a little high. And they're going to call it on Sutherland. Trying to regain the ball after Tyus Edney jumped in.
Edney
personal on him.
Edney jumped in, but then I believe that Sutherland reached in and grabbed his wrist. Watch.
Yep, that's what they call it.
Edney jumps in, and there is the grabbing of the wrist.
Well, the Missouri band was right in front of that play, and that's where most of the negative noise is coming from. They didn't like the call on Sutherland.
Our man stepped in there, might readjust it. Let's see what happens.
There has been a double foul set on number 5, Jason Sutherland, second personal.
If Missouri is in this position at the 8-minute mark in this game, if they can be around 6-7 up, I look for tremendous tighten up on UCLA. But now they got their 2 quick guards in there. The Bruins are going to put tremendous pressure up court. But what the 2 little guards need are the other 3 guys also to put the pressure, but not zone pressure, man-to-man pressure, full court.
Well, they call a double foul. Edney picks up his 3rd personal. And the possession foul is Missouri, so it's their ball. So both Sutherland and Edney receiving fouls on that last scramble.
When things are going right, they're going right, and they've been going right for the Tigers.
Grimm outside, inside for Sammy Haley. He misses with the turnaround, and Edney rebounds. The little guy brings it up quickly, and all the Bruins moving.
Too much hands by Haley.
His foul by Sammy Haley, his 2nd. That's going to bring in Brother Simeon. Father Ed, Brother Simeon, and Sister who was at the game, did you say?
Identical twins. Slim's just a little bit behind in production of Slam.
This is Edney. Edney in the trees off to Dollar. Dollar misses the bank shot.
Big George came over the back.
His 2nd personal foul, George Zedek. 14:48 to go. Missouri by 4. UCLA has led only twice. Once at the beginning of the game, once since then by only 2 points.
You notice all European players play like it's 12 o'clock straight up. United States players play like it's 3 o'clock bent over. Just a tip from the top. Anything worth possessing does not quite be possessed.
Well, so if you're a clock watcher, you can understand what you just said. Is that what you're telling me? Vertical is 12. Stand it up straight. Well, here are the Haley brothers, 5 points. The O'Bannon brothers, 14. In that department, UCLA is ahead, but not in the team game, 52-45.
A little bit under 15 minutes.
Kendrick Moore.
Oh, they want to go. They want to go.
Brought down by Cameron Dollar, and Moore bumps him. Second personal on Kendrick Moore. And some blood on the shirt of George Zedek from his lip, it appears, right? Yes, in the middle of his lower lip. They'll have to patch him up and perhaps get him a clean jersey as well. Winfield is back in. Kendrick Moore is out. Norm Stewart trying to settle him down. Not a good foul, the last one. J.R. Henderson follows.
That might get Henderson into the ball game. He has to get more active, more physical. He's only a freshman, got a great future ahead of him, obviously. He has to get more into this game.
5-point Missouri lead. Sutherland out for Olenny.
UCLA is man-to-man all the way.
Winfield and Olenny. Tight defense from the Bruins. Ball goes back deep. Sutherland feels it there.
I'd hold that ball, Sutherland, for a second till your team gets back. Don't give it to the ref that soon.
Backcourt violation. It'll be UCLA's ball. Charles O'Bannon, 7th turnover by Missouri. O'Bannon will inbound it.
In that situation, always wait for your big men to get back before you hand the referee the ball.
Henderson down for Ed O'Bannon in traffic. Quickly out to Henderson. Ed O'Bannon, 14 points.
Best interior passing of the whole game, that time by the Bruins.
Bruins to within 3. Lenny in the lane, off for Simeon Haley. Grimm looking for 3, back inside to Simeon Haley. Turnaround is in and out. Way up for the rebound is Winfield, pardon me.
Ball to jump ball, and it favors UCLA. The arrow does. 3 points
inside.
3-point spread.
Simeon Haley comes out. Sammy Haley comes back in. 34 for 45.
Jim Harrick is up off the bench. Both coaches are into full time now.
And O'Bannon, spin move, and that's good. And he's pumped. 16 points, Ed O'Bannon.
He's tough. In my opinion, he's the best ball player in the country. But for some reason in the first half, they didn't give him the ball. You get this guy the ball, and there's no way Missouri can stop him.
Averages more than 20 points a game, and only 10 against Florida International, because once they got the route going, O'Bannon came out. And he was spreading the ball a lot of the time, too, giving everybody else on his team shots.
Watch the full body stretch. The full body stretch at the apex, the zenith, the releases.
Missing the free throw, but Charles up and misses. And way up to get it was Kendrick Moore. Can that guy jump? Kendrick Moore, the 6'2 freshman. Winfield. And went off the knee of Edney.
That was above the knee a little bit, I thought. Be careful, Ed. You get a technical there, Ed. Back up, Ed. That looked like to me is from the kneecap. Hairline call. This is a great referee crew here. Outstanding.
John Clackerty, Gerald Boudreau, Ron Zetcher, the officiating crew for this game. Sammy Haley lobbing it in for Grimm. In the corner, Moore backs his way along the baseline. Sammy Haley mishandled the pass, and the Bruins come away. Ed O'Bannon. Henderson. 6 points for the freshman. Bruins by 1.
We've got to get O'Leary back in this ball game. O'Leary back in this ball game.
Another steal by the Bruins.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Should be a timeout.
Charles O'Bannon from Edney. UCLA by 3. Stewart calls time.
Traditional Bruin basketball. Defense has done it. They forced a turnover, and then they go the distance. Haley's arms and hands are just not strong enough, and they're off to the races. The Kentucky Derby.
A 12-point run. 12-0 in the last 4 minutes, 15 seconds by the Bruins. Hololini has not scored in the last 5 minutes for Missouri. He's been their main man to this point. Hololini with the ball, feeding Haley, and he can't handle. Sammy Haley.
Quite a few of those minutes he's been sitting on the bench. Paul.
UCLA leading by 3, 55-52.
They've now moved in a smaller team.
Sutherland and Hendrick more in the backcourt for Missouri. Grimm, Olini.
Olini's going to come off a pick. He got Dowell. Dowell's playing him close. He played right in his jock.
Blue shot is well off the mark.
Olini was free on top of the key.
Cameron Dollar had an air ball land in his lap. Edney, Dollar, Charles and Ed O'Bannon, and Henderson, the lineup for the Bruins. Winfield, the 5th of the Tigers out there. Tyus Edney for 3. And UCLA goes up by 6. 13 points for Edney, the senior guard from Long Beach.
Great athletic ability starting the show with 10 minutes and 30 seconds in the game.
Eric Grimm off the glass.
Big time answer. Major league answer.
5 points for Grimm.
He should be the arbitrator. Maybe we'll have baseball this year.
Sophomore from Morton, Illinois. Deep from the corner. Ed O'Bannon off the mark. His brother Charles got the rebound. And Edney's going to start things over again.
That's a senior move there. You got a fresh clock. Reset. Let's get the ball to Ed the man. He's hot.
Cameron Dollar in the lane. Missed the basket. Rebound. Winfield to Sutherland. And Sutherland hits 2, and he'll go to the line.
Dollar made a mistake that time. He turned around and put his back to Sutherland. If he didn't put his back to Sutherland, they would have got a charge on Sutherland. Now watch this move. There's Dollar going back, splitting them. Now watch him turn his back. Once he turned his back, the ref had a blow.
4th personal on Tyus Edney. Sutherland chance for a 3-point play.
And we're under 10 minutes, 9:52 to be exact.
1-point game. Bruins on top. Bailey comes back in. 12 points now for Jason Sutherland, who's been struggling recently, mainly due to that elbow injury. In this game, he's played well.
Missouri, remember, only got 1 timeout left. He needs that timeout when UCLA makes a run again. The only way you can stop them in their runs is to call a timeout or fake a lost contact lens.
Sutherland got away with a push on Ed O'Bannon. Or Charles O'Bannon, pardon me, and Ed O'Bannon hits from the wing.
His toe was on the line. That was not a 3-pointer.
18 points for Ed O'Bannon, 60-57, 9:24 to go.
College basketball at its best on CBS.
The 8th-seeded Missouri Tigers giving the #1 ranked team in the country all they can handle. Bruins have lost only twice.
And they beat the team the second time they played them. 2 times inside their conference. I think it was California they lost to, and someone has to come with the other one.
That was Olini, now 23 points. Oregon was the other loss by the Bruins.
That's right, the Quacks.
Charles O'Bannon off the mark.
Bailey got away with a lot of hands that time.
Derek Grimm battling for the rebound. This is Kendrick Moore. Whistle before the shot. No basket.
Here's Paul on the baseline, give you many moves, many shakes and bakes. All composure. Knows what he's doing all the time and has the body down low to play much bigger than he is in height.
Cameron Dollar's first personal. Wins by 1. Missouri ball. 8:30 to go. Kendrick Moore wants to drive baseline and does. He can jump. Missouri in front by 1.
Charles moved a little bit too close that time, Tim. He can't handle that man's quickness. Once he moved close, around him they went.
10 points for Moore. Moore diving for that one, just missed, and a near steal by Oleni, but Dollar control. Charles O'Bannon. 6 points for Charles.
Well, it's the 8-minute mark, and Missouri's right there. Anybody's ball game. Anybody's ball game.
Bruins trail by 8 at the half. Lead by 1.
Ball coming up the baseline is very hard to cover, using those picks again and screens. Better back off a little bit there. Charles.
Out of bounds. We got a timeout, 7:26 to go. The Bruins lead by 1.
There's the pressure of being #1. In the huddle last time, he's probably saying, hey, fellas, stand high. Let's have a stop at this time down. Don't forget, we're the best. The eye of the tiger. Hang in there, man. Stay
26-2, the top-ranked team in the country coming into this game. Missouri 20-8. Victory over Indiana in the first round for the Tigers. Oleni, and it's Grimm with the follow. Missouri by 1.
That's not the stop they wanted. Now that it's on the other side of the flip coin, need a basket right here, and the basket right here is obviously get the ball in Ed O'Bannon's hands.
7 minutes to go. The 2 O'Bannons with Henderson, Bailey, and Edney. The lineup for UCLA. Here it is. Flip in for Ed O'Bannon, and a foul call against Missouri. Oleni is second.
Paul Oleni that time did not allow room for Ed O'Bannon to come down. They will go to the line for 1-and-1. UCLA has only committed 5. We got 647. #1 team in the nation out there. Will they tighten up going into the stretch? They haven't had much experience this year with tight ball games.
They have not indeed. They beat Kentucky 82-81, Stanford by 3, and Arizona by 2. The rest of the games, apart from the 2 defeats, obviously, they had decent margins of victory. 18 points for Ed O'Bannon. He is tough from the line, 79% from the free throw line. And he has tied them at 63.
He's tough from anywhere. New York City, he'd be tough in Hell's Kitchen.
2 by Ed O.B., 64-63. The Bruins up by 1. Hell's Kitchen ain't what it used to be, by the way.
There's always a Hell's Kitchen somewhere.
6:35 to go. Grimm driving, followed by Wingfield. He missed, got his own rebound, trying the putback, can't do it. He's blocked by Henderson, gets it again. Sutherland for 3.
Ooh, what a touch, what a touch.
15 points for Sutherland. 4 threes for Sutherland.
Take it to the left, Edney. Kick it into the big guy. Take it to the left, Edney. Get out of there, Dollar.
Missouri by 2. 6 minutes to play. Ed O'Bannon whips it in. Henderson.
Eddie, baby, what a pass underneath.
Foul by Grimm. Henderson will go to the line. Look at this.
What speed on that. Good hands, excellent hands by Henderson. Let's get another angle on this. Henderson has real soft hands, doesn't show much emotion when he plays, but into the future, he's one of the stars that will be coming up the next 3 years. UCLA has the #1 freshman team in the country as far as class.
A very cool freshman. Bakersfield turns it into a 3-point play from Bakersfield, I should say. Henderson, 67-66, Bruins by 1.
Setting low so Paul Linney can break out off one of the picks. Not there, has to reset again. Paul Linney, reset again, Paul. Go around there, you're free in the corner. Here he comes around. Oh, watch him more. Here he comes again, more. Hit him, will ya?
Tell him, coach.
Well, this is the man. They're going to win. The man's, there it is, only 2 seconds on the shot clock. He has to let it fly.
Grimm. Derek Grimm, 10 points, playing with 4 fouls. Woke up with the flu this morning and comes up with a huge play there as the shot clock hit the buzzer.
Tigers won't fail.
Tigers by 2. Ed O'Bannon. Way up is that Kendrick Moore. Can he leap?
Leaping like a tall building.
Another cloud piercer from your Maori country you told us about on Friday.
Well, I won't nickname him Cloud Piercer. Going up, nope, back to him.
Linney scrambles to hang on. Sutherland back outside for Moore.
Referee's boxing me out. Left, move a little bit. Yeah, I can't see.
Moore off the front iron. Henderson rebounds. Sutherland fouls him.
Bad foul, good effort.
That's an adrenaline pump foul there. He's trying to do too much. Sutherland reaching from behind, trying to steal the ball from a much bigger man.
Plus, it's a tired foul. Sutherland is tired.
3rd personal by Jason Sutherland. Missouri leads by 2.
I don't know who Norm Stewart could move in there. These 5 guys, I think, will have to go right down to the wire, I believe. In this type of situation, when my team got tired, I would fake a lost contact lens, or I'd spill the water from the bottle on the floor. So it took about 2-3 minutes to clean it up. But I was, half a thief. These people are honest.
That sounds like Angelo Dundee moves as a boxing trainer. Henderson hits.
I'll tell you something about Henderson. Every time you call on him, he seems to get it done.
He sure does.
Doesn't show any emotion at all.
Another half of the 1-1. UCLA can tie it with this.
Oh,
boy, this has been a tough day for everybody concerned. Well, team managers on the UCLA bench.
20 years from now, the most successful person on any college team is the manager. They're usually CEO of some corporation.
We're tied at 69, 4:15 to go. Missouri with 3-pointers at 69%.
Zone. 1, 2, 2. Adjusting. Shot will be from the outside.
Kendrick Moore.
Sutherland put it up from the outside.
Grimm on the perimeter, stays out there. Grimm over here, trying to find 3-point room. He does, and he hits.
Oh, they gambled on the zone. The Tigers showed patience against zones, movement against man-to-man.
13 points for Derek Grimm. The alley-oop for Bailey off the mark. Grimm rebounds. What a game this guy's having, especially the second half. A sophomore from Morton, Illinois.
Watch that time clock, gang, out there. Watch the time. It's on your screen.
72-69. Syracuse and Arkansas having a similar game there. 3:21 to go in their game.
Shot clock is in now, under 10.
Linney pulls back. Off target. Henderson rebounds.
Back it up, Edney. Back it up. Get set. Get set. There you are.
Edney in and out. Henderson with the rebound. Bailey into the lane. Outside for Dollar, and Grimm rebounds.
Boy, Grimm should have a temperature every day.
Man, he has been the Grimm Reaper here in the second half. Jason Sutherland in and out. Linney keeping it alive, and Sutherland alertly grabs.
Don't forget, Missouri only got 1 timeout left. UCLA has 2. The arrow favors Missouri.
2:29. Kendrick Moore, the freshman, in and out. Bailey with the rebound for the Bruins.
Missouri commits a foul. It's a super foul bonus here. Everything's 2 shot.
Herrick calls timeout. 2:16 to go. Missouri 72-69. Injured managers. Missouri in front. 2:16 to play. Missouri 72-69 over the top-ranked team in the country. Tim Ryan and Al McGuire here in Boise. We've had 6 ties and 10 lead changes. There's the timeout situation. It is UCLA ball. Ed O'Bannon. Yes for Ed O'Bannon.
And he thought he was fouled on that one.
Missouri by 1. 2 minutes to play. Sutherland, Kendrick Moore work the backcourt. Oleni, Grimm, Paul Winfield up front. For UCLA, Edney, Bailey, Henderson, Ed O'Bannon, and Cameron Donald. .138 to play. Missouri ball, leading by a point. Sutherland. Clock shot to 5. Shot clock to 5. Oleni in and out. Bailey rebounds.
That's the first thing Paul missed all day.
Edney sets it up for the Bruins. Inside for Ed O'Bannon. Push to the corner.
Want the ball in Ed O'Bannon's hands now.
Edney patient and calm, looking for the right play. This is Ed O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon double team. Winfield in his face, and Winfield fouls him. And that'll be number 4 on Winfield.
And now in the bonus. That means he goes and takes 2 foul shots. Super bonus.
4 personals.
Everybody around Ed in here tight. He's a prime time player. Last 2 minutes of the game in a tight situation. If they're going to play in Oakland next Thursday, this is the man that's going to get them there.
He's hit 2 of 4 from the free throw line today. And he ties it up. O'Bannon 79% on the season from the free throw line. 23 points. 24 and a 1-point Bruin lead. 58.9 seconds remain.
I play for 2 possessions here. That means I take the shot after about 10 seconds now, and then foul UCLA if you don't score.
Sellout crowd here at Boise State, watching number 8 Missouri trying to upset the top-ranked team in the country. Down by 1. Kendrick Moore with the ball. Paul Oleni, he's the star. Dollar, a pushing foul against Sutherland.
No problem. They're not in a 1-on-1 yet. They get the ball out of bounds. They're told make sure they don't get Paul from 3-point land. Dollar charged into the pick set by Sutherland. But no problem. They had a foul to give.
6-team foul. Herrick came off the bench steaming. His assistants restrained him there.
Got a new shot clock.
Eric Grimm. 34 seconds left.
I'd call a timeout and maybe go for the whole thing. That's up to Norm.
Gets up more. Letting it wind down.
There it is. Norm did it. There it is.
13 seconds on the shot clock. They're going for 1. 73-72. UCLA lead. 5 seconds. More inside. Yes, Winfield.
UCLA.
4.8 seconds remains. UCLA, the top-ranked team in the country, number 1 in the West, trailing by a point. Paul Winfield, who sat out most of the first half in foul trouble, scored the go-ahead basket. One last try for the Bruins of UCLA to get into the Sweet 16. Knocked out last year in the first round by Tulsa. They don't want to lose this one. Edney going the distance.
Yes!
Tim Ryan on the call, and Al McGuire after the game had a chance to talk to Jim Herrick.
4.8 left in the game. Why did you tell him timeout?
We called 1-4 low, clear for Edney. Let him take it to the basket and then shoot it and tip it in. We clear out, put him on the baseline, let him bring it because he's really good in the open court. He made a great play, a great shot. It was, as I see it again, it was an unbelievable shot.
How do you figure you can cover that distance in 4.8?
Well, I saw Jerry West do it in 3 seconds when he was with the Lakers, so I knew you could do it.
Well, congratulations. Good luck in the Sweet 16 and on to Tim.
We were very lucky. They played a great, great game. Thanks, Al.